Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Bree Book Reviews video. Today I will be filming my June TBR. This is actually my third time filming my TBR. The reason being is after I filmed it the first time, I was flipping through YouTube, watching a bunch of booktuber videos, and came across this really cool challenge that I wanted to do. And so I decided to completely get rid of my initial TBR and start with this one. This reading challenge is called the Japanese June. This challenge was created by Colleen over at Little Ghost Creations. I will leave a link to her original video down below, as well as a couple other booktubers either helped her come up with it or went ahead and decided that they also wanted to do the challenge. I know that there's quite a few people doing it. I've been saying over and over again that I want to read more Japanese authors, and I thought this would be a great time to go ahead and push myself. So without further ado, let's jump into my TBR. So in Japanese June, there are 3 little challenges that you may or may not have to do. I think initially it is just to get people more aware of Japanese literature. The first challenge is to read a Murakami, which surprisingly I have yet to do. I know. It's sad. So for that, I decided to pick up The Wind-Up Bird Chronicles by Haruki Murakami. This will be my first Murakami book, so I hope I really enjoy him, and I will go ahead and continue to collect his stuff because he has so many books out that I've been really interested in checking out. I purchased this book about maybe 2 years ago and have yet to pick it up, so this will be first. The second challenge is to read a book by a female author, and this book has been on the last few TBRs of mine, and I'm pretty sure you all know which one I'm going to show you, and that is Dragon Sword and Windchild by Noriko Ogiwara. This is the first book in the Tales of Magatama duology, and I actually just ordered book 2, so along with reading this one this month, I will probably read the sequel as well. And I've actually already started it, and I'm really enjoying it since we are already into the first few days of the month, and I cannot wait to continue. The last and final challenge for Japanese June is to read a graphic novel by a Japanese author. So I went ahead and chose manga Ubelblatt by Toroji Shiono, and this is actually the manga that we chose for the BookTube Manga Club, so I figured why not go ahead and throw it in the challenge as well and kind of get rid of that challenge as well as read the books that we want for the read-along. Also, I recently picked up volume 2, as you can see from the bookstore, and it's kind of like a sneak peek into my next book haul as well. So since that is actually not that many books, there's only 3 books there, I decided to throw in a bunch of other Japanese author books as well as a few other non-Japanese authors that have nothing to do with Japanese June. But the 3 Japanese books that I went ahead and threw in here was No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. I'm actually really excited to get to this, especially since I really enjoyed the manga and it's still fresh in my mind, like what happened. So I really want to read this while I still kind of remember the storyline. And it's pretty thin, so I should get through it very quickly. This was on a very recent book haul of mine, and that is Red Girls by Kazuki Sakuraba. And actually I could use this as my female author challenge as well because this is a female author. I haven't decided. I might add just, both in there, whichever one I want to use for the challenge. We'll decide. It just depends on which one I get to first, which obviously I'm already reading the other one, so there's this one. This next one is rather large and very daunting to look at, but I went ahead and threw it on there anyways because I actually don't own that many physical Japanese authored books. I don't know if I'll get to this one. This one's kind of going to be thrown in on the last part of the month if I manage to finish all those other books, and that is Battle Royale by Koshun Takami, and I absolutely love this cover of the novel. When I saw this at the bookstore, I immediately grabbed it. Anyways, this is a huge book, and this is something that I've been meaning to read forever now, and I don't know why I have yet to pick it up, but again, Japanese June is really pushing me to want to actually read all of these, so hopefully that will help me push through all of these books and finally get to this one, because I'm really excited to get to this one. Then I have 3 other books that are unrelated to Japanese June, and it's because I'm already reading them or they're part of my book club. The first one is The Desert Spear by Peter V. Brett. This is the 2nd book in the Demon Cycle series, and I read The Warded Man last month and absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to get to the sequel. I've already started it. I'm listening to this on audiobook, so I don't think it'll be much of an interference into my Japanese June TBR, so I tend to go through the audiobooks very, very quickly. Speaking of audiobooks, I'm also almost done with Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. This is a standalone fantasy novel that I was reading last month for Year of Cosmere. I didn't get to finish it, but I will finish it so that I can continue on with this month's Year of Cosmere book, which I don't know if I'll be able to throw that in this month. According to this, I am almost done, like a third of the way through. But in my audiobook, I actually only have about 7 hours left, which I think that's more like this much of the book left. So I should finish that within the next couple days and then move on to the next book in the Year of Cosmere, which, by the way, I haven't actually gone to look at which book it is, so if somebody wants to tell me so I can be lazy and not have to look it up, that would be great. The last book I have here is the book that my work book club is reading, and that is Magic Bites by Ilona Andrews. This is the first book in the Kate Daniels novels, and it's very, very thin. I'm actually planning on probably reading this entire book today alone, and I've heard from a couple booktubers that it's pretty good. I know that Sana really loves this series, and she's actually one of the reasons why I decided to throw it into my book club and offer it up as a book that we could be reading, because none of us can keep track of a book series that we actually want to complete. First we were reading the Airborne trilogy by Kenneth Opel, then we changed to the Parasol Protectorate series, and my roommate didn't like that series, even though I've already gone way past what the book club's supposed to be reading anyways, because I really like the series. So we're gonna try this one. I think it fits the bill for all of the girls in the club and what kind of books they like to read. So wish me luck. Hopefully they'll want to read it. And then quickly, really quick, just going over some other manga that I'll be reading. I will be continuing Dawn of the Arcana with volumes 6 through 8 because I love this series and I can't go without reading it. Actually, I'm almost done with volume 6, so I plan on reading the rest of these probably today. And then I'm going to follow it up with volumes 1 and 2 of Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, and somebody just told me today that there is a J-drama for this. And that's amazing. If there is, I need to find it, and it needs to be in my life, and I need to watch it. Like, yesterday. And then finally, I plan on continuing Finland Saga by Makoto Yukimura, and I'm about halfway through this right now, and really enjoying it, and I can't wait to finish this up this month. Those are all the books that I plan on reading in the month of June. What are you all reading? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!